Alright, Speed. Tell me what you're doing.
Making my way over to
Downtown. High five me, Warren.
It goes.
I'm sure everyone can hear that.
Anyways. I like how we both said it at the exact same time. Have experience for that. Welcome to Tabletop Adventures. I'm your DM, Richard. On Tabletop Adventures, we grew tired of trying to tell the stories from memory, so instead we started recording them because our brains are bad at remembering the cool shit that happened. Join me as I lead my friends down a magical road where anything and everything can happen. From battling superpowered villains to thwarting the plots of an evil warlord, the adventure can always be found on the tabletop. Alright, welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Mutants and Masterminds. Previously, good. It's been a while. What happened last time? Oh yeah, Vanna died. Straight up.
Collie became a cool ass bitch.
Collie became a cool
ass
ass
it's wet.
bitch. What's wet?
Pounce's toy.
Oh. And yeah, Speed and Collie were doing some super rescues up there. Collie super intimidated Spring Mustachio into telling Vanna's family what happened to Vanna. And of course we have good old Mrs. Jehovenheim.
Bless you.
What now?
Bless you.
Thank you.
I remember now.
Yeah! you don't remember Mrs. Gottspiel?
Yeah, Sweet Lady McGucket.
The universe is gonna have a real tough time keeping up with all these names.
What names?
Yeah, we've always called her Mrs. Jingleheimer Schmidt.
Okay, looking back, there's no way that one wasn't going to make it in it.
I mean, this name is my name, too.
What? You mean Mrs. Nesbit?
Mrs. Nesbit. How didn't that one make it in? So, that's what happened last time. And where we left off was Speed talking with Collie about Jack Horner, and Collie
making a horrible decision.
Yeah, deciding, well, fuck, I need to go underground. So that's where we're picking up. So basically, yeah, that conversation happens. Kind of like, well, shit, I need to go underground now because this whole community I care for oh god, Jack Horner. Okay, I'll see you later. And you're like, well, yeah, I guess I have to go too. And that's when a big robot just lands.
Oh yeah, I was like, I'm gonna go make a deal with the devil.
Yeah, and that's when a robot lands right next to both of you.
Me? So, quick recap. It's I just landed and it's those two.
Yeah,
and,
it's Speed and Collie.
Speed.
Wait, describe the landing.
Describe the landing.
Was it like
super?
Okay, wait. What kind of robot are you? Are you sexy Nier Automata robot? Are you Jehuti?
More
are you
like 50s robot. Think Cyberman from Doctor Who. Something like beep boop robot.
Okay.
Beep boop.
Yeah, a beep boop beep robot. Mm-hmm. Very sci-fi robot lands next to you, and not like the cheesy 50s sci-fi robot.
Yeah, but again, describe the landing because that describes my reaction.
That describes both reactions.
I was thinking I more walked up to them because my flight only works if I'm doing the special thing.
Oh.
So
okay, a robot suddenly materializes out of nowhere.
That works too.
That's even worse!
the nearest blunt object.
I'm now floating sort of upside down in a light.
User speed located. User speed, please provide identification.
Don't tell me you're actually going to give this thing anything.
It's you,
This is my
Joe.
first time seeing this
Is
robot.
that you?
User speed, please provide identification.
Yes!
Joe's Introducing robot stars.
It's Robot from the Deadly Tower. Oh, such a fun game.
Why do you keep saying user speed? I've never seen this robot in my life.
Authentication not accepted. Please provide authentication.
Raises his Gatling gun.
No, I'm still pretty much just standing there.
Kali has like 3 buildings up behind her.
No, I was thinking with Joe's character just has those like little C-clamp hands. And yeah, there might have been, I don't know if there was like some whatever it was that was around me got caught in a stasis field.
Yeah.
So there, careful, you might have the leftover half of a hot dog flying at you at around 1,000 miles an hour.
A bit of concrete got picked up, like a whole panel of the sidewalk you guys were standing on.
I was real scared.
What did I pick up? Just, I don't know, just something comical?
You have a stick.
Like a big metal stick? Or
It's a wooden stick.
They can still hurt at 700 miles an hour.
Should we a traffic cone? Do you want a traffic cone?
Yes.
You have a traffic cone.
Protect me cone!
Protect me, Cone.
We had to make the RVB reference. Anyway, sorry to like rip your character from
Not sorry at all.
What do you mean identification or authentication? I don't know. What are you? Other than a robot.
Authenticate this motherfucker, don't talk to this thing!
I love Kali. She's so good now.
This unit's designation is NullBot. Authentication is required to confirm and authenticated users. Please provide authentication. Current authentication at 95%. Required identification. Required confidence level 99.99%. Please provide further authentication.
Fuck it. What else? What kind of authentication do you want? Tell me now before this cone goes just through you.
Please demonstrate.
Okay.
Please.
Since you're twisting
Please
my arm,
demonstrate.
traffic
So,
cone goes flying by the robot.
So the robot disintegrates into thin air and then reforms after the traffic cone has gone through where it was. Authentication accepted. User speed added as authorized user. NullBot will obey user speed's commands. Please.
I don't like it.
Awaiting commands. Delivering automated message. EB sends regards.
Wait, you mean Eve Blossom?
Question not recognized. Eve Blossom unknown. Repeat automated message.
Repeat. Who was the automated message from?
Information not found.
You said automated message, and then you said something, and then okay. Repeat the message.
Repeating message. EB sends regards.
Okay, I think.
I like Joe's character too.
It's nice that you made him not quite intelligent enough to like deal with advanced queries.
Yeah.
That's nice. That's a good touch.
Do I roll an intelligence check to see if I get what EB?
I mean, who do you know if those initials say?
Who is super tech savvy?
Yeah, is it?
Who'd have a fucking spaceman?
Who would have a fucking spaceman?
Okay. Collie, you can put the buildings down.
That's a good count.
You can put the buildings down.
Actually, I'm kind of having a tough time. I got spooked. I need a minute. I'll just,
Okay,
I'll hang out here.
okay, yeah, the robot's not going to hurt us.
It was a joke. Zero gravity's weird, hang on. Falls to ground.
Okay, I'm giving you an experience point for that.
Alright, Collie, you good? You good? Are you calmed down now? Okay,
A bit.
I'm guessing this robot, this NullBot, is from someone I met in the Heroes Association, Eve Boss, and like, she was a fairy. She was this tall. Not even kidding. And she was very techy. She had a small spaceship, shrink raised, the works. So I guess she created a robot and authorized me as a user.
It comes to your attention that this might be the reason you haven't seen Eve in forever.
This is also probably why Eve just kind of disappeared, is because she was building a robot.
All of this shit sounds fake, but okay.
If we
I've
can,
seen weirder stuff.
if we can find Vanna, she will agree with me. And this is probably from Eve.
User Vanna will be recognized as authorized user.
Okay, there you
Okay, there I go.
go. Can you authorize Collie as a user?
User Collie authorized as second tier user.
Oh, fuck!
It's not my
Show
robot.
you second tier, you motherfucker!
Hey, not my robot. Just now you're actually a user on robot's system. I don't know.
Robots.
First tier users may authorize other users as second tier. Second tier may authorize others as third tier, etc.
So theoretically, we could authorize the entire
Correct.
world.
Such actions are disadvised.
Or
are unadvisable.
NullBot's storage capacity is only so high.
Alright, fine. Do you know how to punch bad guys?
Affirmative.
I poked
We need all the help we can get. Speed, let's
Yeah.
beat up Jack Horner. Falls. Does not even wait for response. Falls towards the building we were heading for.
Well, that you were headed for, because you were going to go
Oh, right.
underground.
You were gonna.
I was
Right.
going to go make a deal with the devil. It's like, NullBot, help her.
Understood. Disappears. And basically, I disappear into a cloud of smoke, and if you look super super close, you can see that the smoke is actually made up of tiny mechanical insects that compose my body when I'm solid, and otherwise I'm basically insubstantial.
Right.
I rolled a natural 20 on the notice check to identify
So you
this
see
one.
You legitimately see tiny mechanical insects.
Well, wait.
Alright.
Do you have speed sense? Are you able to comprehend things that happen at incomprehensibly high speeds?
I think that would be mental quickness.
That would be mental quickness, yeah. You don't have that.
No, I don't have mental quickness. I've got physical quickness. Well, I think
That comes with a little bit of inherent mental quickness, I think.
Well, I think I've got I studied enough that my mental quickness is at I've got quickness 2 or 3, and then the rest is just physical quickness.
Did we change that in your character sheet?
I
mean, you can check your character sheet right now.
I thought we did, or it might have been where I just didn't buy it off.
I'm almost certain you haven't bought it off yet, but I could be wrong.
This is more just for my curiosity in setting up the scene. If he has the mental quickness for it, then he perceives NullBot disintegrating into the tiny insects instead of just poof, and then goes away. He perceives the disintegration as it happens.
I
guess
it is more of a poof to you still, but you catch maybe one of you catch a glimpse of one of the insects.
It's
before they basically can't be seen.
Okay. I was thinking it'd be hilarious, if it weren't for that, where you already have something where you go into this incorporeal form and you can fly around like that.
Yeah.
If you just puff and then appear somewhere, it'd be great if you were trying to follow someone like me that's flying, but trying to stay in conversation distance.
Oh, right.
I'm falling. Puff.
See. No, the way it actually works, you can actually see the swarm while I'm poofed, but because it does offer, the way it works is it offers concealment in that area around me, and so you can see basically a cloud of smoke over, I don't remember exactly how big, but
a fairly large area.
Yeah, maybe a 50-foot diameter or something like that.
Oh, holy shit.
Yeah, so
you're able to spread yourself out.
Yeah, basically it's spread out, and the way it technically works is I can also send stuff out further from that to sense stuff further away to be able to detect stuff, but I can only I have to switch back and forth, and it's an alternate form, so when I have one thing activated, I can't activate others.
I'm just waiting till we find Jack Horner, and then it ends up being Pod from Nier. In the middle of the fight, hostiles detected. Suggestion: retaliate. Don't say.
No shit.
Proposal: you should destroy them quickly.
What happened to detain?
Yeah.
So you guys go do your things. Vanna, when we last left off with you, you were on a helicopter headed to somewhere.
And I had a crazy headache.
Yeah, you're pretty much still out of it. You've recovered from being dead. You are delirious at this point.
Yeah.
It'll take your body a day to get out of unconscious mode.
Yeah.
Because that's not what you're built for right now. Once you go unconscious, you're down for a bit. But as long as you don't go that far, you can keep going.
Right.
So I guess we'll come back to you in a little bit because you're unconscious and we can't really do much with that.
Okay.
So once we finally advance the day, we'll come to you.
Okay.
So
me, I'm just drawing cool pictures of Drea.
All right. Who wants to go first? NullBot and Kali or Speed?
I'm kind of interested to hear what happens with Speed if you're okay going first.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, Speed. Tell me what you're doing.
Making my way over to
Downtown. I'm actually Warren.
It goes.
I'm sure everyone can hear that.
Anyways.
I like how we both said it at the exact same time. Have experience for that.
Making my way towards, I guess, Galvin's mansion.
Okay.
That's probably where he's going to be at, but I'm not going at full speed because I need time to think.
Okay.
Because...
Speed thinking. I love you, Rand.
So basically you're walking.
Yeah, like,
Speed
I don't
walking.
know.
Hey!
Walking at near Mach speeds.
So speed walking.
So speed walking.
Jogging.
So,
It's a jog, 'cause it's about half speed.
Alright. So, eventually, you do get to Gavin's mansion. It appears they have repaired the gate from where you last assaulted it. They haven't quite repaired the shrubbery that you uprooted, but that's okay. That was just to piss off Thomas Green in the first place.
Yeah.
You get up there. Obviously, there are still some Gaelics guarding the doors, doing their patrols. Are you going to just walk in, or are you gonna?
Yeah, I'm just gonna walk in.
Okay. They nod to you. They don't try and stop you or anything. The ones at the doors open the doors for you.
They've learned.
Yeah. The ones at the doors open the doors for you.
Yeah, those who may have forgotten, remember.
The maids are there. Welcome home, Master. Would you like some tea, Master?
I just keep walking because I know that shit is laced.
We've
Of course, that might have also been to piss off Green, but I'm not going to risk it.
made some cakes for you, Master. We've anticipated your arrival.
I just keep walking because that shit's probably laced.
Jeeves. Welcome home, Master. Have you had a good walk?
Sure.
Well, your father has been expecting you. Shall I show you to his room, or would you like to walk there by yourself?
I think I prefer to walk there by myself. I'm still mulling.
Very good, sir. Do try not to keep Master Gavin waiting, though.
I mean, he already knew I was coming here, so technically he's been waiting a while.
So, you get up to his door, you push your way in, or do you knock?
I will knock this time.
Alright. Come in.
Bump the door open.
Speed! My boy! How nice of you to pay your father a visit.
I'd actually knock this time.
And actually knock this time. You're picking up a few things from that Vanna girl. Manners she has. What do I owe this wonderful pleasure?
Because I have come to make a deal with the devil.
Well, I'm Galvin, but I suppose I could do something in his place. What is it that you need, my boy?
What else can this chip do?
What do you mean? What is it you're after?
Jack Horner.
Ah, Jack Horner, the Shadow Man. Yeah, that one's a bit of a pickle, isn't it? Hard to touch him.
Oh, I touched him all right. If he feels anything, he's probably feeling a little hurt right now.
Is that so? Well, it's good to know that someone under me can finally take out that menace. Is that what you're after? To take out Jack Horner?
Yeah, because I'm not entirely sure if one of my friends is dead or alive right now, so...
Oh, Miss Vanna. Well, that's really unfortunate to hear.
I can guess that because she's the only friend you got.
Savage. but true.
Savage.
See, now that's where you're wrong.
I suppose there are some things that we can do with it. Augmented strength, as I'm sure you've seen. Quicker reflexes, heightened brain capacity. If the brain controls it, I can change it, and then some. But tell me, Speed, why, after all this time, after all the mayhem you've caused, after all the trouble you've put me through, what is it that's going to make me decide that I want to grant you this power?
And this is why I said it was a deal with the devil. Because You pretty much get to name your price, and then it's either I accept or I decline, and I should.
What's it worth to you? You tell me what it's worth to you, and I'll tell you if that's enough for me.
Oh, sadistic motherfucker.
Isn't he?
He's gonna make you beg for it.
Woody knows.
I already know where this is going. And I'm not getting on my hands and knees and begging.
That's slightly disappointing, but perhaps we can come to a compromise. However, I did ask you a question. What's it worth to you? We can cut over to Kali and NullBot.
Well,
That's actually a very good cut.
I don't really know like what you mean. Like, what's it worth? Like, am I going to come back or
What's it worth to Speed?
That would actually be something really cool for us to not know. I'm with Richard on that. A, you could use the time to think. B, you could work it out with him. And C, it becomes a big reveal for all of us.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah!
You could reveal that, like, yeah.
And I mean OOC as well. Because I'll be honest, I'm pretty invested in how the fuck are you, like, for me, this is Jessica Jones versus whoever the fuck David Tennant levels.
I did base Galvin off of him.
Yeah.
off of Kilgrave?
Kilgrave, yeah.
Yeah. God, what a campy name.
Yeah.
Kilgrave.
That's like naming yourself Murder. I think that was one of the lines.
Bone back and bone. Yeah.
Oh.
That was a really good shot.
And blue.
Alright, so Kali and NullBot, you guys get to the where Speed told you the tunnel into the underground is. And Speed told you guys how to get there. There's like a so inside it's a warehouse, obviously. It's abandoned, lots of stuff is rusty. There's like chains hanging from rafters and whatever. But there's one of those big, long, rectangular metal crates that Speed said, he described the color, and it's like, and you're gonna want to like push up on it. It's not like a open side to side or in or out thing. Just push up. No, it's down. Sorry, down, and it'll sink into the ground, and like there will be stairs, and it's weird. So you find it, and there are stairs, and it's kind of weird.
Do we push up? No, wait, down.
Yeah, try.
You have to do both. That's how you get it to open. You push up, and it clicks to release, then you pull down.
Okay, cool. It's canon now. You go down the stairs. You get into you actually come across some tape that says Hero Association only beyond this point. So it's basically caution tape, but for the Heroes Association. You push it out of the way. Fuck that Heroes Association tape.
Warms my heart that you didn't even have to ask.
I know Kali. And NullBot.
I prioritize Speed's orders over the Hero Association.
Yeah,
so.
precisely. They're like third-tier users.
Yeah,
or lower.
They haven't even been authorized.
Yeah, they're not even on the list.
Eve was just like, yeah, they'll figure it out.
Yeah.
So yeah, in the warehouse, there's not a lot in there. There are a couple empty metal crates. There's a really banged up forklift, and then there's a door that leads to like an elevator. Do you think NullBot would have been uploaded within this information from Eve? All of her previous exploits.
Yes. Probably.
Okay, so NullBot knows what's going on for the most part then.
Yeah, like he probably has information about the tunnels, like based on just Eve's memory of them, like that.
Yeah.
Like maybe a rough map or something like that.
Gotcha.
I don't know.
So you guys get to the elevator. Speed, what did you do with the elevator? You pried it open? Or you punched it open or something?
I pried it open, so the doors are forced open.
Okay, so yeah, the elevator doors look like they have been pried open with the portion of the forklift that is missing.
Giant can opener.
Were they able to get the gun out of the wall?
You will never know unless you go down through Blackwall.
Oh, okay.
Where are all the body parts from the grenade in the corridor?
The Heroes Association cleaned it up.
That's since been cleaned up from the first go around.
Yeah. It's
Probably
been a solid couple months at this point.
Has it that long?
I think so.
It's been like a week or two at least.
Were you in the hospital for that long? I thought it was like...
Speed was in the hospital for a week.
Speed was in the hospital for a week.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
I forgot
okay.
about how he had crutches going there.
Yeah.
Now don't go and break your other leg because you'll be in a wheelchair. Nice. Move, Speed. Oh god.
So yeah, you guys are gonna have to, you'll be fine because you can just safely fall down the elevator and NullBot's fine. Like, you fall down the elevator and then NullBot's just waiting for you down there. You say, I'll go first, and you fall down. And you get down there and NullBot's there. I wanted to ensure a safe landing.
Yes.
That's gonna take getting used to.
NullBot cannot allow authorized users to come to harm.
NullBot's got his hands out waiting for it.
Well, let's hope you've got what it takes to back that up when we're fighting Jack Horner.
Understood.
That's reassuring.
So, you get down there and there's like a railroad track sort of deal. It looks like it's been sort of dented from something heavy and metal being dropped.
Every several hundred of feet.
Yeah, every several hundred some odd feet, there's like a dent in the metal. Now, you guys don't know it's from Speed basically launching the forklift down the corridor. So, feel free to draw what...
Speed's been here.
Feel free to draw whatever conclusions you want as far as, like, the dented metal goes.
Yeah, like...
He was just throwing goons. Has she witnessed his kinesis abilities?
Ollie?
She did when the
Just
cone
now?
went...
Yeah, the cone.
Yeah, the cone, it went...
I imagine we've talked about it or something.
I may have mentioned it, but not...
Yeah, what Polly saw
so
was
that's what his new
Speed
power can do.
basically holding the cone like this at NullBot, and they're like, okay, and just let go, and it flies forward.
Oh, so that's his new trick.
I can do that.
It makes a dent. It's not as big a dent.
Yeah, but see, when you get ready to do it, people know something's up because there's shit floating. It's just... Okay.
Drop your weapon. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, man. I think that's my favorite role-playing idea I've ever had. Like, that to me was better than I'm a librarian.
Oh, wow. That was a good role-playing moment.
I wasn't even part of that. I was just like, kinesis the gun.
But where, like, it's visually terrifying to see somebody floating a bunch of shit behind them, it's more terrifying to see somebody just holding something like a normal person, and then
suddenly seeing it inside your sternum.
Yeah, it's just, it disappears, and suddenly you're impaled to a wall with the entire gun.
I don't think the brain has the time to go into shock.
It's
Without
One
you
Punch Man
noticing.
universe, they're like...
Anyways. So, you two walk down the corridor until it comes to a three-way split. One goes off to the left, one goes forward, and one goes off to the right. No signs of any hostiles. NullBot can confirm this.
2.
I already told you that one
Okay,
of them
so-
was
yeah.
inaccessible because it's collapsed.
And you would probably tell us which one that is.
Yeah,
And also which one you went down previously, I guess.
Yeah, I don't. Did I go to the left?
Can
or
we
the
please
right?
retcon that? We need that info.
If not,
Okay, so
if not, I at least
you explored all 3 paths. You know the one
Right.
on the left and the one on the center have been collapsed.
Okay, that's what it was. Left
Well-
and center are collapsed, or rather, center's not really collapsed as
It's
in,
caved in.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I guess.
They,
yeah, 'cause the
they
building
were
is
launching
closed.
grenades at you. 8 people launched grenades at you.
No, the left one.
The left one is completely filled in collapsed because Vaccine Man attacked.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. The vaccine man. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought the left one was to Blackwell. The center one was to.
Yeah. Left was to Greenhouse.
Okay.
Center was to Blackwall.
Okay, yeah, I got the 2 flip flops. So the only choice left is the right because the other 2 are dead ends.
Who wants to collapse this cave?
Oh god, I swear to God, if that leads underneath the mansion.
I believe right
Ooh.
is the right choice. Or rather, NullBot believes.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of a snarky way to accept that without being like, yes, robot, I agree with you.
I was
You
gonna
might
do
be
eeny, meeny,
right.
miny, mo, but okay.
Huh?
I said you might be right.
I mean, I was gonna go with eeny, meeny, miny, mo, but whatever. That's it.
Wait, which one did Speed know was collapsed?
The left and
Yeah.
center.
Yeah, I knew that left and center were collapsed because I collapsed one of them in. I
And
collapsed one of them by myself, and I had to help collapsing. Well, damaging the one, and then it was collapsed by vaccine man.
Mm-hmm.
Well, okay, then, well, Speed did tell us the left and center were collapsed, so I guess you're right.
Seems
Finger
all
guns.
right to me.
Finger guns.
Correct.
Hostile actions detected.
Tough crowd. Just sort of aimlessly tumbled down.
Have you seen the Have you seen the previews for everything? The game.
No.
Okay. In the game, obviously, you can play as everything, and everything moves in a unique way. All the quadrupedal animals just tumble forward. They have no animation. They just roll forward over themselves as blocks. I kind of imagine that's how Connie's moving when you say just tumble down the path.
I mean, I've showed you some stuff from Gravity Rush, but, like, walking in that game and running, you do it sometimes, but it's always my preference to, no matter what, just, I need to get from A to B, and it's like, down this alleyway. Why don't I just fall down this alleyway? And whenever you fall in the games, unless you're doing, like, an attack or this one specific jump in lunar mode, you're tumbling.
Yeah.
Like, she's always, like...
Yeah.
So that's what Collie's doing, because this is a shameless rip-off character. With more puns. And, yeah, so that's just sort of what she does when I say, like, tumbles down, just...
Gotcha. NullBot is following with his arms outstretched.
Well, NullBot's probably to keep up is in immaterial mode.
Oh yeah,
So he
that's
can
true.
Go faster that way.
True facts. So yeah, you guys go down the right path, and it kind of makes a real sharp right turn before it makes another sharp U-turn and makes like a downward slope before it evens out and heads forward. What are your powers, NullBot?
Let me pull them up. So I have. Which ones are you asking about?
Just what are your powers?
Yeah, just reveal them for everyone.
Not the ones that are akin to your alternate forms. I know it's your natural ones.
So the like physical form ones.
Yeah.
I have my nullification power. I have the corrosion power and protection.
Okay. What's the one where you can do stuff with machines?
Oh yeah, that's that's neither form.
Yeah, those are the powers I'm referring to.
That's comprehend. Machines.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's not like you can't sense machines or anything in that way?
No.
Okay, cool.
I could just talk to them.
Gotcha. So, it's a bit before you guys,
I need a Samsung charger.
do either of you have dark vision or anything that allows you to see in the dark?
I don't.
I think I mentioned once that Kali has like.
If you go into the bedroom lane by my bedside table.
I think I've got one that I.
Oh,
Yeah,
mine's one of the special chargers. Sorry.
I think she has one of those like L-shaped,
Lights?
like jacket flashlights.
Okay. So you can make some light.
Yeah, it's tiny, so it's not much.
Gotcha. Because there's no light down here.
Can I? How do I pull up NullBot on here? Because that has the powers incorporated than on the character sheet that I have.
Open recent NullBot. Gotcha. Boom.
Yeah.
Powers.
So I do have in scatter mode ESP.
Okay. Yeah, that works.
Yeah.
What's ESP do? Okay, so yeah, you can touch everything.
Right, that's how that works.
Everything is touched.
Cause every time you touch,
If-
you can feel it.
Yeah, if you want it.
Oh, I just forgot to bring mine.
Leave it over here, then we'll have some.
So
Also,
yeah,
you can sit on the couch if you want, dude.
Well, this gives me a good rolling surface.
Okay.
I think so.
okay, so yeah, eventually, you know, both of you go make perception checks for me, or notice, whatever it is in this game.
Marco, can you roll for me? No? Worthless cat.
I rolled you a 6 if you want it.
We'll see what
No,
happens.
Marco.
28.
Not Marco.
28, alright.
Can you slide me one of those books?
I'm touching everything.
Like the licking thing is to claim them as your own. It's got cards against humanity. I never understood licking things to claim them as your own until I met the clitoris. I remember when I played that and everybody died.
Marco, why are you screaming?
Next up on Dr. Phil, how to talk to your child about an Oedipus complex.
Is it better than a 6 on the roll?
Perception. Wait, my notice?
Yeah, notice or perception, whatever it is in this game.
Notice.
Mod 22.
Mod 22. Alright, so yeah. As you're walking down this corridor, you guys eventually, you see, while you're tumbling, you're goes down the corridor and you streak across this large metal surface at the end of this corridor. It's definitely very different than the dirt that you've been accustomed to, plus the metal rails.
Come back to ground and actually stand to look at it so that
Okay.
there's light there.
So yeah, getting up close to this thing, this is a big old metal surface. It doesn't appear to have anything on it that would allow it to be opened like a door in any traditional sense. But it is there.
Well, that's that sure is there, huh?
Affirmative.
I'm imagining Flight of the Conchords.
Can I try?
Get my own robot to act me out on obvious statements. Affirmative.
Processing. Greetings, door. Can I talk to the door?
Shit,
As
I don't
in-
have any,
Can I use?
I need
comprehend
emergency
machines?
paper and pencils. Because I don't have my note cards here. I think that's how I'm gonna
You're right.
do this if it's a non-verbal form of communication.
Right.
Here's an ink pen.
Alright.
Where's your pencil?
Like functionally, it just means like
Vanna's mental notebook is
can-
on the kitchen table, actually.
I'll get it.
Thanks, Ran.
Thanks, Ran.
You receive a series of ones and zeros that
Yeah.
account to a greeting.
gotcha. How are
Though
you?
not exactly a pleasant greeting.
Can I
Oh.
just go ahead and roll my
Greek stuff.
roll computers on it?
Sure.
Here you go, Richard.
Yeah. Oh. That is a mod 20.
Alright, so what are you trying to gather from this thing?
It's a good jump.
I guess
Okay,
try to
those are
convince it
inside.
to open.
And this one in the next people use it till they're in some.
Oh right, she even has the blindfold.
Yeah, 'cause she's
Makes
blind.
sense.
Really just like drawing little things.
Can you read that?
Yeah. Authentication or authorization code
Give her this
required.
front
Please
and
input
see.
correct frequency.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like drawing little things.
Let's see.
Where are you?
I don't think I have the correct frequency or like I don't think I can guess it or anything like that. I'm probably not going to be able to convince it to open just without that. So we may. Is there like can we continue down the path?
This is the end of the
Oh,
path.
this is the end of the path.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Like the metal rails, go up to the door and stop exactly at it.
So you can probably surmise that there are notches cut out of the door to fit exactly over the rails.
No.
Oh, they just dead stop right
Dead
up again.
stop right at it.
Oh.
Let's see. User Collie, do you have any means of transmitting abnormal frequencies? The door is being uncooperative.
It never was much of a falsetto. That's probably gonna be negative there, Ghost Rider.
My name is NullBot. Was that what you were about to
I
say?
was thinking about it.
Right, null and void, what did I say?
Let's see. I don't think I have any powers that apply here. Unless I can buzz at some weird frequency, but I don't have the thing for that. We may have to resort to force.
Now that's a language I speak.
authorization to destroy door requested.
Well, I guess I can't have all the fun. Go ahead.
I basically put my hand against it and start corroding it.
As soon as you touch it, you receive a massive electrical shock. Roll toughness.
Ow, ow, ow.
Ow, ow, ow,
I
ow.
told Collie about that, but I don't know if NullBot
I don't.
wasn't given that information.
Yeah. So that is a mod 20.
This appears to be shocking me.
This was a bad idea.
Stasis him away from it.
Okay.
User Collie, how could you betray me?
So this is what pain feels like.
Master, why did you allow me to feel pain?
Goodbye, cruel world.
Where is it? You rolled a 20?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you are blasted back. You are staggered, disabled, and stunned.
Alright.
Ay.
Once I
You revert to cube form.
Right. So I basically turn into like a maybe 4 foot tall cube that can't do anything. Once I become
So like after 6 seconds,
Yeah.
you are a whole round passes. You can't act your next round. So basically, you're 15 seconds pass and you're free to act again.
Okay, I will go into swarm mode to recover.
Gotcha.
So did you turn into the cube?
Yeah, basically.
But a square with some dimension.
Damage sustained, aborting process, physical form, and then go into swarm mode. And
Can he have extensions for all of his processes? But most of them don't make any sense to have as that one. Like maybe that was physical form dot FLAC.
I was originally imagining the way it would work would be like I would be in combat and something like that would happen, and then like I would just give that line with nobody knowing about my alternate form, and then just have a reveal like that.
Okay. So things you should know. Disabled. A disabled character is conscious and able to act, but terribly injured. If a disabled character performs any strenuous action, the character's condition becomes dying on the following round.
Okay.
So you just became horribly disabled from the shock this thing gave you.
But I do have healing power while I'm in scatter mode.
Okay, so you're how's that healing power work for you? Is that healing for others or regeneration? Because that's how you heal yourself.
It's healing and let's see, let me pull it up. I'm pretty sure if I do heal others, then it's if I do heal others, then it's empathetic, so I take the wound. But if I I can also use it on myself, and it just heals.
Okay.
I believe that's how that works because it doesn't have the effects
I'm
of its
reading
descriptor.
this.
Okay. I'm gonna check that real quick because
Isn't that hilarious?
maybe that's how healing works. I mean, I guess clerics can heal themselves as well. So. Yeah, it doesn't say you can't use it on anyone else, or can't use it on. Yeah. All right. Cool. Yeah. Go for it.
Okay.
So you get an immediate recovery check for your worst damage condition with a bonus equal to your healing rank.
Gotcha. So that's mod 20.
Mod 20. Yeah, you are no longer disabled.
Cool.
You are just staggered.
You are able.
You are able. Sorry, staggered, disabled instead is what I said. So yeah. Staggered. And you can only take a single standard or move action each round.
And how long does that last?
Well, I mean, until you recover against it, so you could healing yourself.
Yeah. Next round.
Yeah.
Try it again.
Generally, it's once per hour of rest. You can make a DC 10 check to recover against it.
Okay, so I can go ahead and use my healing again then.
Yeah.
Mod 19.
All right. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
You're good.
Yeah.
You're back.
So basically, it starts like shaping wildly and then it like just disappears. A few seconds later, whoomp.
Yeah.
Let's not do that again.
Wait, can robots use contractions?
Maybe.
That's racist.
Because remember, Data.
Yeah, that's true.
Data.
I guess I should let us.
Data
not
doesn't
do
use
it.
contractions?
Nope.
Oh, I never noticed.
Like, you can listen through an entire episode, and he doesn't.
Maybe.
Then there was the episode where he built his daughter, and it started out where she would talk like him, just wouldn't use contractions, and then she starts slipping and using contractions, and then, like, eventually the episode ends, she's going into a cascading failure. Or her systems are going into a cascading failure, but androids are not supposed to use contractions.
Interesting. Well, if he's a robot, he's not a...
Yeah, it's along the same lines. Artificial life forms are not supposed to use contractions.
We should not do that again.
There we go.
With the taxi jackets.
So yeah, what's your next course of action against this big old door thing? Oh, you receive a coded message. Frequency not accepted.
That one? Where I got my
Thank you.
Street tops?
On the other side.
Like Ross's or Marshall's? One of those?
It's always tunnel next to the door. But
Not either of those, but
Steinmeier?
so can I take a closer look at the door? I mean, is it just like a big?
It is a solid sheet of metal.
What's it look like where it meets the dirt?
Like a solid sheet of metal.
Okay.
There are no drill points. There's no, like, it's been put together here and here. It doesn't even have, like, the cool little door frame like doors have.
Right.
It's just
there.
It's just, yeah.
Like somebody was building a tunnel and then they just found this. It's like, yeah, we can't go any farther in this direction. With that thing.
Make a perception check against it. Or notice.
Okay, so that's 35, I believe. I mean,
It's a solid sheet of
yeah, 35.
Okay, it appears to have a strangely liquid-like substance to it, like the Liquid Terminators. Did you ever see those Terminator movies?
Yeah, it was Terminator 2, I think.
Yeah.
It was the T-1000, I think.
Like, it's solid. You definitely felt it was solid. But on closer observation, it
It's
also
viscous.
appears... Yeah. Could always get Collie to throw something at it.
Throw the robot at it.
I mean, that works.
Please don't. I mean, it probably wouldn't be as bad the next time because I rolled a 2 on toughness there, but okay.
Yeah, I think you are the only one who can feasibly save against this door.
Yeah.
Because what I read to you was a failure of 10 or under.
Okay.
For speed, if he rolled a 2,
that would probably kill me outright.
Probably end up dead. It's a good thing speed has rolled very high when dealing with this door.
Like, I was smart enough to recognize, oh, hey, this is what I tried to fuck with earlier. I better not fucking touch it again.
The sometimes speed doesn't make bad decisions campaign.
User Kali. I recommend using status field on door.
Do I see anything nice and heavy?
I mean, there are the metal rails you've been following.
There's the robot.
There's the robot. There's any amount of dirt you want to grab around you.
That'll just, like, scatter when I hit stuff with it.
That'll also be a bad idea because you're standing in a tunnel made out of dirt.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
the metal rods on the metal tracks on the ground are pretty solid and heavy.
But I don't have a way to, like, cut them to length.
Don't
Because-
they usually, like, come in
Yeah,
segments?
they're usually in segments.
They come in
like
segments.
6 feet long segments or something.
More like 40-foot segments.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Really? That's how long those things are? Hot damn.
Train rails are fucking long.
I thought at least, well,
If it's a narrow gauge rail,
Well,
then
we're not dealing with train rails.
Just ask John Henry.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Or is it
We'll
like
call it
silver
like
rails?
14-foot segments.
Okay, then in that case, yeah, I can rip out one of the segments and hook it at the door.
All right. So
Wait, am I able to... No, we'll do this for now.
okay, one of them.
I have an
Multiple
idea,
of them.
but I don't want to spoil it.
Okay.
If this doesn't work.
Okay. So one of them then.
Right.
Okay. So you basically focus your gravity energy on it, and you rip it out of the ground, and you sort of like Sparta it at the door, and it launches. And the door sort of like bends inwards, and then there's electricity at like the center, and it ripples and sends it right back.
Roll dodge.
Catch at my stasis field.
Okay.
So it's like a fight with cannon.
Roll an ability check. So basically, your power plus a d20. Ooh.
First time we've had to do this, I think.
Where's my characters? Oh, there it is. Which...
The one you're using to catch.
Right.
So your stasis field.
Trying to find it. Oh, gravity field. There we go. So, am I adding the telekinesis 7 to it?
Yes.
Okay.
So a d20 plus your rank and the power.
Can you give me just something from down there that I can use to roll on? Oh, thanks. Well, I mean, you're gonna need this.
The other one.
It's a mod 17.
Okay, so it flies into the door, electricity happens, it ripples and sends it right back. And you go to like catch it, but whoa, holy fuck, that's heavy.
So then, not so much to lock it in the stasis field, as in, like...
If your stasis
I
field was a bubble, it would look like it's going right through the bubble and popping your field.
So no way to, like, deflect? Because the stasis field works like a gravitational pull, like orbiting. When I've got things in stasis, they're not just like staying still necessarily. They're sort of tumbling around like me. So it's this.
Okay.
But if it's heading straight at me, kind of fucked. If I can get it off to the side, then it just misses.
Even with a strong pull, if things are moving too fast, it'll go. It may be affected by like gravity in certain aspects, but it'll still escape the gravity field. That's why, like light can pass by a black hole if it's not close enough, anyways. Or like,
right. Okay, well, I mean that's fine. It doesn't hit me, so we're.
Yeah, it doesn't hit you, but you don't.
It's like you're trying to catch.
Oh yeah, Clearine.
It's like you're trying to catch a frisbee and you just straight up fucking miss. Except the frisbee's the size of the fucking tram rail and it's super fucking heavy.
You weren't able to generate a gravity field strong enough to send it into orbit back at the door, I guess is what you were trying to do.
That's so good. Are you just searching the tag?
Yeah, I'm trying to see if there's a picture of what it looks like.
Of what?
Her gravity field looks like.
It's just sort of this
Rainbow aura thing.
Yeah, this translucent sphere around her. It looks like the oils or whatever in a soap bubble, basically.
Well, I was trying to find how things react in it. There we go.
Yeah, they sort of orbit her.
But, point I was trying to get at is I did not get hit.
Yeah. I mean, I think Kali would have had the mindset to maybe get out of the way as she threw it.
She's probably learned from more than one unfortunate error that she can't catch something heading straight towards her with a stasis field very well.
Yeah.
It's much easier to pick things up or to like redirect things, but if it's heading straight towards you, just let it go. Just let it go.
Yeah, just dodge.
Yeah.
Just GTFO.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get it. Just let it go. Just don't do it.
Now.
Frequency denied.
Oh, limited only when falling. Okay. I was going to try and...
Jupiter strike the fucker?
Well, I know I don't need to touch it because of what I just saw happen to NullBot. But I was basically going to try and use Jupiter Strike in combination with my stasis field to essentially have Speed's kinesis ability to bequeath Jupiter Strike to something that I'm throwing. But it already says Jupiter Strike limitation only when falling.
Yeah.
So it sounds like it's really only myself and maybe whatever's already in my stasis field.
Yeah.
So I guess I could like finagle something where I Jupiter Strike towards the door and then like stop and like throw it while I'm doing a Jupiter Strike to give it the extra speed, but I really feel like that doesn't. I feel like Kali has two reactions in this scenario. One of them is, well, that didn't work. Better figure out something else. And the other one is, that motherfucker, I'll show him. And she knows that she's down here to try and find Jack Horner, so she's probably less on the
well, that didn't work.
What's that? In Aries. She's less on the confrontational or the competitive side.
Okay.
There's nothing wrong with us, okay? I will fight you.
Alright. So.
Yeah, highly durable door
Right.
that counterattacks you.
Durador.
Durador.
By Cinco.
So, if it's made up of liquid and it's asking for a frequency, is there like a, let's see, isn't there like a resonant frequency sort of thing that might do
Yep.
something with
Thinking that's what
liquids?
it's after? Collie's not anywhere near smart enough to.
I'm kind of thinking out loud out of character, I guess. But let's see. A frequency could be just about anything, especially if it's recognized the stuff we've tried as frequencies. Do you want to call a break so we can think about it?
Okay, let's take a quick break and we'll be right back. Thanks for joining us on this adventure. If you enjoyed listening, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel so you can catch the next issue when it comes out. We'll see you next time.